And now, 6'1", from Chicago, Illinois, your host for the Give and Go Hoop Show, Low Battle. Okay, it's getting close to the All-Star break. Hey, thanks for coming back. It's Low Battle, Give and Go Hoop Show. I'm going to make this sweet, short, sweet, to the point. J-Pax in Chicago, it's time to pull the trigger. Pull the threes just like you used to. The Bulls need to go ahead and make that trade. That's the bottom line. They got to make that trade. And right now it's time for J-Pax to go ahead and jump in before anybody, start getting, closer we get to, the trade deadline, the more other teams are going to jump in. It's time for Chicago to pull the okie doke on them, on other people, like the okie doke been pulled on them when Miami pulled that. But it's time to pull the trigger, baby. The bottom line is this, is the Bulls need a shooting guard, in addition to Derrick Rose. In other words, they need something that's going to, they need three components that are definitely different than, each other. In other words, they got Carlos Boozer. That's one component. Post-up player, shoot the mid-range jump shot. Good for 30 points if you don't stick them good. Derrick Rose, I need not say anymore. The bottom line is, do it all for the Bulls, make it happen. They got enough support players, but they need that one player that also, if you back off of him, you can almost assure that he's going to score, whether it be a three-point shot or whether it be mid-range shot or whether he can pump you and go in and make a layup. And I think some of the Bull fans know what I'm talking about. I was reading some of the blogs out there. No, it's not Rip Hamilton. Don't make that mistake. Rip's at the end. The Bulls is a young team, and they need to keep young. You know who we talking about? Steph Curry, Golden State. They ripe for the picking. It ain't gonna never work with him and Monte Ellis. It's over. That experiment is not gonna work. Golden State is way over their cap, so they need to get some relief. They need to get rid of some players. So, Stephen Curry is the natural pick. He's young enough, he's talented enough, he's disciplined enough to play with Rose. See, he's not going to have the same problem that he had with Monte Ellis with Rose. He's not going to have that problem, And that's what I said. The Bulls need to pull that trigger. And who do they get rid of? Who they let go of? Well, don't fall off the seats right now, Bulls fans. I'm finna hit you with something. C.J. Watson ain't working out. Kyle Korver could work out, but he's not going to work out. And so therefore, that's two good pieces that they can get rid of to make it happen. And so the bottom line is C.J. Watson and Kyle Korver got to go, because Kyle Korver is a piece that definitely another team would want. And he'll make it happen for them, and he'll probably be a better fit, because it's all about fits in the NBA. It's all about, chemistry and fitting. And since the Bulls are not necessarily going to start him and they're not going to run plays for him, so he can get off, then they might as well go ahead and make that trade, come a little more up-tempo, and go ahead. And they got enough people on the bench. And when Joakim Noah comes back, then, there you go. You have it. I mean, they're not even giving up Ronnie Brewer. So they're keeping a defensive stopper. Also, they're getting somebody in there who can also handle the ball in the event the Rose need a break. So, Steph been trying to work on his point guard game. So, he can hold it down if Rose have to go out and he have to switch over to point guard. But the bottom line is the Bulls need to go ahead and pull this trigger, make this happen. I've looked at the millions to trade scenarios. I'll just throw one out you. It definitely can work under the cap. It'll take a four-team deal. It don't take a 4-team deal, but it can work with a 4-team deal. And that 4 teams being Golden State, the Bulls, Memphis, and Minnesota. Why? Golden State is way over the cap, so it doesn't matter who they get. They just need cap relief. So trade whoever you want to trade to them. The Bulls, on the other hand, they only need Curry. They don't need anybody else. They just need Curry. Memphis is going to get C.J. Watson, okay, because they can use some extra backup point guard to old boy Conley out there, because that's what they need. Plus, the bottom line is Memphis and Golden State are not going anywhere. In case you didn't know, they're gonna be a lottery team again. So they might as well go on and accept their fate and realize that they're gonna be a lottery team and they ain't gonna get no damn playoffs. So ain't no sense in them crying. Just go ahead and take the cap relief, take a couple of players, and then restock, reload, do whatever you got to do. However, Minnesota, on the other hand, they got a lot of cap room and they are definitely trying to win. And guess who Minnesota gets? Minnesota gets Kyle Korver, and they get O.J. Mayo. Because guess what? Memphis is trying to get rid of O.J. Mayo anyway. They, ever since the gambling incident and he fighting on there, they want his thug life ass out of there. So it's time for him to go too. So there you go. There you have it. The blockbuster Bulls beat them to the pull the trigger. J-Packs beat everybody to the punch before February. Make this happen. Golden State, Bulls, Memphis, Minnesota. Curry is now on the Bulls. They got the nucleus to go deep into the playoffs, and that's it. So may all your threes hit the bottom of the net. Life, love, and hoop forever. Peace. Tell a friend.
Yeah. And you say Shy City? Shy City.